Hi folks, and welcome back to the Celtic Unrestricted View. It's a special Take Me to Your Paradise. We are live here in the North Pole. Obviously we've got this man with us today. Santa Claus has joined us for this very special episode. And obviously I'm JP, and I'm joined by Ryan and Big Barry McCandless. Baz, how you doing, mate? It's good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to be on the podcast. All four of us. Looking forward to the chat. And it's Christmas. It's the season to be jolly.
It is. And Ryan, it's good to see you again, mate.
I'm actually glad Santa's here because he's got Liam's Keels for us as a present. He's brought the bleach we've been asking for all season, but looking forward to this wee Christmas special. That is the festive season after all. Got some goodies, some good chat, so looking forward to it, and I hope the viewers enjoy it as well.
Yeah, and as I say, Santa, or best known as on the podcast as Big Alan.
Aye.
How are you today, mate?
Aye, you're on the naughty list, but aye, ho ho ho, and season greetings to all our viewers. Merry Christmas, everyone. Aye, oh, very well. Body roasting this thing, but aye,
good stuff.
Very well. Hope you guys are well. And lovely to see you three again. Seems like we see each other all the time nowadays, but aye. So, looking forward to a wee chat and looking forward to a very Merry Christmas.
That's how he wasn't on the podcast on Monday. He's in Taylor for that suit, wasn't it?
I was doing a warm-up with the reindeer. It's a wee bit of a problem with COVID.
If anybody's wondering what's happening, Rudolph broke down on the way here, man, and fell off the roof. He's lying out there on the front, so we're all right. But we are indeed, we're not at the North Pole for anybody that thought it was being serious. We are live here in the Morven Lounge. Thanks to the Morven again for allowing us in to do this. Guys, I thought it'd be nice, obviously, to get together. As you said there, it's Christmas, so seasons, greetings and all. And it's good to be happy, and it's good to also add in a Celtic Christmassy chat, mate. The reason I've got us together is obviously to discuss how the season's kind of went for us so far. Take it away and give us your thoughts.
Well, here we are. We're in December. We're approaching Christmas, and Celtic have lost one game of football.
Yeah.
I think every Celtic fan would have signed up for that at the start of this campaign. So we're in a great position. One trophy in the cabinet, another trophy on its way. You know, the league title in a great position, and as has been mentioned before, Brendan Rodgers loves a treble. So we're in a fantastic position. We're in a great position in Champions League as well. I think most are sure that if we win this one game at Celtic Park, we pretty much qualify. And if that is the position we end up in January, wow, just fantastic, amazing.
And obviously that's why you're dressed up today, big man. You've reassured everybody you're going to deliver it.
Start with day something we've done last season.
Boo! And he's getting that because he never delivered the league trophy to us, did he? Boo! But no, you have promised this time you're going to deliver qualification in the next round of the Champions League.
Aye, it looks very promising. I think we've put ourselves in an absolutely fantastic position. Possibly the last game we were a bit disappointed about. Maybe the level of performance, the level of urgency, the level of intensity wasn't matching what we've seen previously. But at the end of the day, the points we've got, and knowing that we've got 2 games left, and if we beat kind of young boys at home that are sitting kind of near dead bottom of the group, aren't they?
Yeah.
So if we can beat them at home, that guarantees us kind of a playoff position in the next round. So as Barry says, it's basically been an ideal kind of season so far. We're kind of sitting top of the league pretty. We've already got 1 trophy in the bag, and it looks very, very assured that we might be kind of qualifying. I think we've put ourselves in a great position, and it's all thanks to probably the work with our elite manager, Brendan Rodgers, because he's put us in an absolutely fantastic position and will make continue.
Just as you were saying that, I think that's the rest of your sleigh dismantling to sell it off the roof, that wee jingle we heard there. But
somebody's getting some venison for Rudolph into Springburn, I mean, somebody's already seen that, they're chopping up Rudolph.
Somebody's chasing him.
No.
Aye. So obviously touching on it as we're saying, Ryan, Brendan loves a treble, as we know, and all good things comes in threes, as they say.
Well, so far as it stands at the moment, my predictions kind of been pretty reasonably spot on. I did say we would win the league by 10 points and possibly win a treble. We're on target for it now. Listen, trebles is hard. It's not going to be a gimme. It's still going to be very hard. But the way we are at the moment, would you bet against it? I don't think anybody would. We're in a very good place. Still get the money to spend in January to go and enhance the team even more. So, Timmy, European football, as much as it's been brilliant right now, I think if we didn't qualify now, we'd be pretty disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit and say we would hammer them or anything like that, but
You would though.
I would be very critical if we didn't qualify now.
We'll put ourselves in a massively strong position.
I don't want to be a boo line, but if we didn't qualify now, you'd be very disappointed. You've done all the hard work and then not to beat young boys.
Yeah.
One game for Celtic to get into that's amazing. But take away that, what we've done so far has been amazing. Rodgers, again, we've seen it the weekend. We taking Trusty off and putting scales on. We didn't see it. We thought he was injured or he was maybe a wee knock. It was a tactical tweak, which that's why he's at the level he's at. And I'm not saying that I don't want to say well-educated fans, but we know football, we play football.
Yes.
We didn't have an idea what he was doing. And then he came out after the game, I made this wee tweak because of that. That's the small details that get you to that level and get us winning trophies. So, so far as it stands at the moment, like Barry says, lost one game. Take that as...
That was the domestically, either.
It was domestically, we've been unbeaten domestically. I think, is it 16 wins for Rodgers against them across the water? 1 draw, 3 defeats.
He's unbeaten 20.
3 draws or 4 draws or something.
No, sorry. He's unbeaten 19 out of 20.
19 out of 20, so he's just about unbeaten in the games. That's amazing. So we're looking forward to the rest of the season and let's just hope it is another successful season.
Aye. See, just as he's saying that, Buzz, do you think that's been disrespectful to the rest of the league by Celtic fans thinking along the lines of trebles on here?
I think maybe 10 years ago it might have been, but look at Celtic's recent history with trebles.
Yeah.
We've done 4 trebles in a row.
It's normal under us manager.
So it is, and it was
Game it
Brendan
on, aye.
that normalised it, and for what I'm reading into, Brendan Rodgers and his squad were not happy last year that they lost out on that title, and we're pretty adamant that they were going to get that one back. So, no, I don't think it's disrespectful at all. I think if you look at it's something that we've done consistently now, and we know that this manager is the master at keeping his team performing at a high level and churning out result after result after result. And a lot of managers talk about one game at a time, and that's the kind of status quo, isn't it? But you just, with Brendan, it's like, that is how he operates. He operates that way, one game at a time, every game in isolation, never thinking too far ahead. And I think that's probably where the consistency comes from. But as I said right at the start there, I mean, there's already one trophy there. You've got a really hefty lead in the league. So it only really leaves one trophy left, for us to pick off. Who would bet against us?
We picked up that trophy at the weekend, and also Will Scales, he picked up Charlie's top as well, he got his shirt, so we're happy with that. He was trying to swap shirts.
I think it was just a sample. He was looking for. I don't think he was into...
Oh,
But
I know, aye.
But see, on that though, with what Ryan was saying, and I think we all love on Brendan Rodgers, right? Just for his achievements, but it's important to acknowledge something like that, because how often in big matches do you see a manager taking a centre back off for tactical reasons?
Aye.
I don't recall ever seeing that. Managers are really reluctant not to change their defence in games. Brendan done that at half time without a second thought.
I find that astounding.
Yeah.
We all thought right away, and probably everybody that was at the game and in the stadium thought that Trusty might have picked up a knock or an injury. And then the commentator quite quickly after Scales comes on the pitch, it's nice to let him out as well, by the way, I thought I'd mention that there. He says to him that, Trusty's not injured, it's tactical. And has that been growing for a while?
Just making sure it's sitting right,
Aye.
What hard work on that,
I know, I can actually feel the static coming off you now, man. It's full of electricity, this guy. But talking about Trusty, I Ryan, I don't know about you, mate, but I thought that substitute was outstanding. And it just, you look through Rodgers' time at both spells now at Celtic, you look at the one at Ibrox, we go to 10 men. Who in their right mind brings on another striker? But he did, because he sees the game differently for others. And I think, in my opinion, mate, that's what makes him an elite football manager.
Well, there's been a good manager at amateur level, junior league, whatever, all the leagues, but to manage at the level at Celtic, you can see where he's been and why he's been so successful. At Leicester, take away one bad season, he was very successful at Leicester. I think we won the FA Cup, got them 5th twice, I think, and semi-final. So people say that he done enough in Europe. Conference level or no, he still got the European semi-final. Doesn't matter what level it's at.
We're in the Europa with him as well, weren't we?
So he's done, everywhere he's went, he's done something very, very well, and he's improved players. For me, he improved Matt O'Reilly, he's improved some of the players at the moment. He's made maybe Dyson Maeda more of a footballer, and that's not maybe disrespectful to Dyson, but sometimes his technical ability, you're like, whoa, Dyson, 1 minute he's doing what he done on Sunday.
You're touching on that.
And then 1 minute he's hitting the ball in the corner there.
I had visions of him pulling that body and then the ball hit my motor after it.
So
He's usually got first touch like Dumbo.
He's usually kicking the ball out of the Floors Retail Park, do you know what I mean? So Dyson, you can see he's learning, the team's learning, they've got this ethos of just working hard, and it's no order to Brendan, no. I think, see if obviously if Brendan came in as well, but if kind of Ronnie Dyer onwards into Brendan and Neil Lennon, take away that one season, the mentality of the football club is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I think that pinpoints that season was I don't want to say a one season wonder, but it shows you now where we went for then to now, how sustainable this club is. I know we all have bits and bobs about board level or us spending money here and there, whatever, but overall as a piece, we can't really be critical at anything. Right, this is probably the best situation I've seen Celtic ever, financially, on the park, everything's good, every capacity. And when was the last time we can say about Celtic?
100%. Baz, obviously touching on the Christmas side of things and the festive football that happens over that time, is there any particular games, mate, that, you know, that sticks out in your mind that you could say is your favourite over the last couple of years?
Probably not so much one particular game comes to mind, but just the Christmas period, because there's so many games.
Yeah.
So I just love the fact that
There's loads of football.
You maybe get 2 days, 3 days, and then there's football. My wife hates it. You know, she loves Christmas.
My missus the same.
But my wife does not like football at all. She loves to see Celtic win. I'll put that in there. But
That's because you're happy.
that's that's right. And the boys, my 2 boys, you know, they had a downer if Celtic get beat, which doesn't happen very often.
So does she.
Aye.
So does
do
she.
we all.
He's like
To
my
be
boys.
honest. We all. Oh, son. But no,
Seen
for
Saturday
me,
when Taylor gave a ball, I thought I was going to Sunday, I thought I was going to have to give him a cuddle.
That was a first minute in.
I think, listen,
I said it was talking about that lunatic, man.
He's done it again!
100%.
I think half a Hampden could have given me a cuddle when Taylor gave that ball away. But no, just the whole Christmas period. I mean, there's a lot of football on outside Celtic as well, which, you know, I love that too. But just the sheer amount of games. I mean, there's nothing better than you've got maybe a couple of days to rest and then you're back at it watching your team again. So just the amount of games for me, really.
Maybe yourself, Alan.
Football, selection boxes, darts, everything.
Santa
That's right.
Santa, I'm going to be sitting in my Santa suit watching the darts, carrying heroes and celebrations, sitting there. No caring, so Christmas time's always good for kind of sports.
Corned beef and all, you like your corned beef, don't you?
A piece of corned beef,
A piece of corned beef.
So, if you're putting milk and cookies out, leave a wee piece of corned beef out for your old Santa or
And a
please.
can of cola.
Talk about pet peeves. Eating corned beef's a disgrace, by the
Corned
way.
beef's lovely.
Oh, come on,
Corned
man.
beef's a game
Oh,
changer.
come
I
on.
like it on toast. I like
Oh,
corned
come
beef.
Toast,
on.
corned beef and toast.
Yeah.
I've never actually tried corned beef and toast.
Oh, aye.
But I can't eat it so much now. Years ago, it started giving me heartburn for some reason, I don't know why.
Piece.
I went Totty's corned beef and beans.
Aye,
Mixed all
yes.
in, man.
Used to get us a council dinner,
I
innit?
know.
Brilliant, man. That's actually one of the best dinners
That's a
ever.
bonus
no.
But
quality.
we'll come to that in a wee minute. That's an interesting one, you're saying about pet peeves. But the corned beef, piece and corned beef, butter or marge and brown sauce.
Oh, talk to a guy who doesn't like sauce. Doesn't like any sauces.
I can't have that.
Sauce.
I
That's
know.
corned beef and... No, man, no.
You don't know what
You
you're
don't like
missing.
sauce.
Nah, I'll stick
By the way-
I'll stick to mince.
You talk about corned beef for a mashed. My granda used to make me like that kind of dinner, corned beef, mashed potatoes. But see the mashed potatoes, he used to put side beef through it. Oh, it was amazing. And he used to give you beans. And that's what as you say,
Used to mix it all
just
up
mix it
and
all
make a
through.
smiley face on
And then
it,
and then see when I done that, my granny used
Smiley
to.
face.
My granny, he's just a happy guy, mate. That's what it's all about. But my granny used to always say to me, "You better eat that. You better be eating that." Simple as that. But no, what about yourself in terms of festive football? Like, have you got any favourite games, Celtic wise?
I don't think we obviously kind of look at the New Year's game usually.
Aye.
That's a kind of yearly tradition, and it seems like we've been doing rather well in kind of recent years in that fixture. So let's hope that the corresponding fixture at this new year will be similar to what we've seen in previous years, because when you take the game at the weekend, the cup final, into perspective, I don't think we can play any worse than that. I think we're going to turn up as a better side. I think there was a number of our players that were maybe no up to their optimum, that were a fair bit off it.
Who? Name them and shame them.
No, we're past that now. I want to stay positive. But what I'm saying is, for this game upcoming at Ibrox, I think that there's no way we can play to that level. We will play better than we did at the weekend. And for the matter of fact is, we still won that trophy. We still won the cup, even though we're way off it. So if they can't beat us at our worst, I'm struggling to see where they do beat us.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being a tad too positive, but
No, I never spot on.
I'm still kind of massively confident and hoping that puts a big smile on our face come the 2nd of January as well. That's what the kind of festive period's all about, kind of sports, football and putting on 3 stone.
Only 3? Only 3?
Just the 3. Aye, got it down to the 3, used to be 6. Ryan, obviously yourself, mate, in terms of festive football, mate, what do you look forward to most? Or what's your favourite?
It's just different, you've all said, like darts,
I've not said anything yet.
No, but we've all agreed in general, football, it's a brilliant time to be a football fan. You've got football every day, obviously like myself, because my day job, I do get a lot of time off during this time, but you still get a few days off, and it's basically just door locked, blinds down, football, sweeties, juice, beer if you like beer, if you don't, just teas, coffees, whatever, and you're just relaxing, you're just watching the football, you're enjoying the period, the darts are on as well to January, so it gives you an excuse to actually get involved in sport as well. So, but I think the festive period, for me, it's always that game in January. 2nd of January, Ibrox.
Used to be New Year's Day years ago, remember?
A couple of years ago, was it on 29th of December as well?
It's always a game you look to. I think once obviously the cup final's done, now you look at this game and go, right, what shape we're going to be for that game. And I think now, because of what we've done so far, they've not beaten us how many games now? I've lost count. So you're going to Ibrox very confident. But I'll still say, people can say, Ryan, don't be negative, but I'll always take a draw at Ibrox. No matter the situation, how well we've done in the past, I'll always go out there unscathed, back home, happy days. And considering where the league is now, if you go and go and win, you might be tested 14 points ahead, depending on other results between the now and January, and a trophy ahead. With the financial gap we've got, how big is it going to get? So
100%.
it's a massive game for the other side. They need to get something, ideally, for them win, because if they don't, I think I'm going to be more than sharks sort of. But Christmas time's a brilliant time. It's a family time. It's everything that goes about enjoying life in it. I think we all say now, life's too short. So things like this and Christmas time, you enjoy yourself, and just have a special time with your family and just have a good laugh and a good time.
Aye. No, I'm the same as you. Look, obviously the derby's the one you've got the calendar open for, and you have a look for. The games at Celtic Park, if it's away, regardless, you're right on about it with your eyes and you're looking forward to it. Probably the one that sticks out in my mind was Brendan's first season, and we went there. We beat them 5-1 at Celtic Park before it. But that was when the first kind of call and cry, or call to prayer as they want to call it, for the Rangers are coming. That was the first time I'd ever heard that in my puff.
What if some of the pundits tipped them coming for the championship? They're going to beat us.
I know.
And that, as I keep saying, he's coming quicker than Rangers. Know what I mean, Santa? So it's.
Well, I could question that. Ask Liam, he'll tell you.
Aye. Well, the thing is, we've heard it for a long time now, and but that's a fixture you look forward to. And that game specifically, Moussa Dembele and Scott Sinclair. I thought it was tremendous, and it was a Saturday as well. It was actually Hogmanay, if you remember it. It was in Hogmanay, because I'd went to the, what do you call that, hotel, the one away along Argyle Street, up towards no, begins with an M. Belgrove. Oh, I wasn't there that night. No, I wasn't there that night. We couldn't get a table, but
An N.
I'm M.
Malmaison, no?
No, no,
Or Marriott?
no, it wasn't a Marriott. It's away along the other end of Argyle Street, away towards Finnieston, away through that way.
The viewers have all got it, haven't they? They're all got it.
Yous have all got it, definitely. Yous have probably
know.
all got it, 100%. Anyway, we went to the hotel and we had our Hogmanay party in there. And it was just a tremendous day. It's one that sticks out in my mind, and it was before my kids were born as well. So,
So it was the bins were out.
the bins were well and truly out that night, mate. Aye, I think I was drinking all the juice, mate. I know.
The Motorhouse?
It's not called the Motorhouse.
Something like that one that's next day.
It's half the top of my head. I can't think. It begins with an M, and plus it happened right now, and it goes out of my mind. Honestly, that's frightening. But no, that actual day was just tremendous. That's probably my fondest memory of that time of the year. Right, Christmas time. Barry, Christmas Day, what's the routine in your house, mate?
Well, I'm going to echo the sentiments Ryan said, because I think Christmas is about being happy, and for a lot of people, it's an opportunity to just leave your cares aside, and because throughout the year, you know, a lot of us are in different positions. Not everybody's in, you know, really good positions in life financially, or, you know, with relationships, or, you know, people have had loss throughout the years and things like that. So it is an opportunity just to leave everything aside and focus on just being happy, being at ease. So that's an amazing thing to be able to do. And our routine is just being together. That's the most important thing for us. We do the whole big family dinner.
Who cooks?
Well, you know, unfortunately, a few years ago, we lost my mother-in-law, God rest her, who was just a pure saint, and my father-in-law as well. And they used to put everybody up, the whole family would go there, and you know, they just, you know, they were too good to us, to be honest. So we kind of took up the mantle a wee bit. So we have some family over. My wife does the cooking, and we just have a great time. All the kids, you know, do their presents and do each other's, and then it's just kind of unwinding as the night goes on, watch some Christmas movies, and definitely eat far too much. But you can do it with no remorse. There's no, I don't know if anybody ever gets this, eater's remorse. So the next day you wake up, it's like having a hangover. What did I do?
Do it again, right?
But that's the thing. Over Christmas period, you can wake up eating
The loaf comes out, man, and all the chicken gets put onto pieces and all that. We're having lunch, guys, come on.
Yep.
Up for the toilet during the night, grab a handful of milk teas or
That's
something.
right. They're in your pocket.
Sitting at the end of the bed. Sitting at the end of the bed, and the wife's going, what are you doing there? I'm just eating these after racing now.
Aye, so just fun and let your hair down and be happy and leave all your cares aside. That's Christmas for us.
Sorry for some, I've got 7 continents I need to travel with.
Don't miss ours.
On one night, I know.
I know, I'm
Unbelievable, by the way.
Shift artist, man.
What time do you start normally? But you don't call that a back shift, don't you know? What would you call that? Night shift?
Aye.
Aye, 100%.
A full on shift.
Miles on
Aye.
that. So, but just a wee thanks to all our reindeer that help us out with that.
Aye, 100%. A lot of magical moments for you, innit?
Aye. Aye, happy days. Look forward to it.
Imagine that dropping through your chimney, man, know what I mean? Picture it,
through your
man.
chimney?
Imagine that dropping down your chimney, man.
We're back at corned beef with him.
I think you look great as Santa.
I know.
Boo.
He's like big Fred Claus, isn't he? But no, Christmas, what's your routine, mate? What do you do Christmas Day?
Go to, me and my wife go to my mum and dad's usually, so my dad usually does all the cooking. We've got a wee kind of elderly neighbour that comes in as well. She's 92, she comes in.
Wow.
So yeah, it's just a kind of family time. We'll go up there, and on Boxing Day, the missus, her family's from up north in Fort William, so we travel up there for Boxing Day and do another kind of Christmas Day with the Rice family up there. So it's a busy couple of days, but as you know, you get a wee bit of time just to relax at night, and you appreciate the kind of that your family's with you. So it's kind of times that you cherish. I don't want to be too cliche, but it is times you cherish around about this time right here. And then my favourite songs just come on the radio there, with Snow is Falling all around.
Yeah.
Brilliant, man. Me man, what about yourself? What's your routine?
Well, I've actually, the last few years, I've actually been on the day job on Christmas Day.
Oh, come on, we need to sort that shit, guys.
Listen, it's part of the job, and I'll be the same this year, but I'll be finishing during the day, so I will get to spend Christmas with the family, but it's just really family time really, innit? It's just...
Better let Liam skills it, pull a crackle, man.
It's really just Christmas dinner, you just, like Barry said yourself, so you just wind down, relax, and it seems to be as well, you always, it's always still game, and only filling horses. Right. So only time where you probably sit down, only fills and horses all the time. See, I'd obviously, well, I like to drink sometimes, but I don't really drink at Christmas. I like to just relax. I don't like waking up with a hangover, go watch the football and Boxing Day and stuff, so it's just good to, like Barry said yourself, wind down, relax, and it is cliche, but it's maybe Christmas time, New Year. I'll say New Year, I get a wee bit emotional New Year, because you think about people passed away, you're still here, everybody's, you think all the, like you say, maybe financial issues or struggles you've been through, you think about all that and you go, we're still here, right, New Year, let's go again. Same with Christmas time, you go, what a year that was, and then you start putting up memories of football, oh, what a game that was this season. But so it brings it all back, but it is a fun time. Obviously, it's some people have no goat, maybe the luxury of all goats, and we're maybe homeless and things like that. But it's also good that maybe there's initiatives now that they can go and get people get dinners and they get looked after on Christmas Day, which is amazing that can happen now. And obviously, it's no ideal in this situation, this generation, that's going to happen. But like Barry says, unfortunate things happen to people, and life takes you a different path, and sometimes that happens. But Christmas times it should be a special time with your family and spending time with your kids if you've got kids, and it's a reflective time as well. I think it's also got to be a fun time. You need to enjoy the moment and enjoy with your family. But I think for me anyway, I think I'm more about the football. I love just sitting down in my own house, just the sweetie and the juice and just watching it. And it's good because you're just like, you don't get to do it often. So seeing you get to do it, it's like you said, you need remorse about eating as much sugar and...
See the last couple of years, how good are they milk teas or truffles if you're that's a game changer.
Lovely,
I can sit there for massive
they're lovely.
Quite the house.
Talking about pet peeves, we'll go into it. I'm going to man, but Christmas time and all, but
we've all come to pet peeves,
it's a special time, mate, and it's a time for celebrating and obviously thinking back, but it's a time for, it's cliche, but enjoying the moment, enjoying who you're with and just having a good time.
Yeah. Well, I'm the exact same. My house is pandemonium on Christmas Day. No, because we host dinner, we don't. We go to my mother-in-law's for dinner. But in the morning, we host kind of breakfast. So my mum, my dad, they come up and they see the kids, and if my missus' mum's got presents and whatnot to drop off, they'll come down and drop them rather than us having to lump them down the road later. So everybody comes to our house for breakfast, rolls, everything's made. But you're up for, last year it was 5:30. Two kids, man. I've got 2 young kids. My boy's 6, my daughter's 4. So, as you can imagine, it's pandemonium. It's 100 mile an hour. And see, before you know it, lads, I don't know about yours, right, and how you feel. It's a great day, and it's a great day for you to spend with your family and chill out and just, as Barry says, let your hair down and totally forget everything that's going on in your life for just that full day, even the next day as well. And I don't know if it's just me, right? If I've got my watch on or whatever, I'm looking at my phone. 1 minute it's 5:30 in the morning, and then the next minute you look at your clock and it's 10 to 8 at night, man, and you're going, what the hell's wrong? Where's this day went to? And but for me, Christmas night, it's usually all about games and having a laugh and a carry on, and for me that's the way every household should be. If you've got the the ability to do it and make it happen, then I think everybody should strive to make that happen, because it's a memory that lasts with you, especially with young kids, guys. It's a memory that lasts a long, long time. And even if you've got a wife or you maybe don't have kids, it's still a special memory to have and a great time to be with your families. Right, we're going to go to pet peeves, because obviously you want to kick us off. And in terms of pet peeves, is it the time of the year, you mean?
No, see, Christmas time, obviously I stay myself now, right, but see when you stay with your parents, if you've got kids, see when the tins of roses are Quality Street, and you leave your wrappers or the wee caramel gold ones. Wait, that's criminal. You do not leave wrappers with sweeties. That's not right. And then they leave the bounty ones to the end. No, I like bounties, but aye, but
It's dirty,
that's terrible.
So let it go now.
It's terrible.
Bounty, Milky Way, I'll eat the Maltesers.
Easily sorted.
You do not leave a wrapper. That's false hope. Oh, stop. That's I'm not having that.
Hold on a minute, I need to interject here. He stays on his own. He's doing this to himself.
I did to myself.
He put the gold wrapper into the roses, went to the door and came back and had a fight with himself.
As he's having
When the
entertain
lip
himself,
came off
you know.
the roses.
And you turned them in small doses.
Oh, dear.
Pet peeves. How about yourself, Baz? You get any pet peeves, mate? Anything that annoys you?
I think sometimes the same movie's been played. Now, see if it's
On the telly?
yeah.
Aye.
If it's good movies that you've got a good attachment to, but sometimes they just overdo it. Another pet peeve recent years is just the sheer amount of adverts, Christmas adverts. You know, like the John Lewis one's epic, right? But I feel like these other companies are trying to do it as well, where I just liked to look forward to the John Lewis advert. That was the Christmas advert. Now you've got all this competition for it, so that's my pet peeve.
How about you, Alan?
Naughty children.
Naughty children, of course, aye. That must be Santa's pet peeve all year round, aye.
No.
What about people leaving? You don't get into leaving out that skimmed milk, do you? The red milk.
Oh no.
Oh, who drinks that?
Who drinks that?
There's
Honestly,
people and then there's people, man.
Red
Like,
milk?
you drink red milk,
have you not seen
man.
it?
Aye, but who drinks that?
Skimmed milk, it's called.
It's white
It looks
water.
like white water. It looks like cloudy water.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's awful.
Terrible.
Whoever drinks that, man,
I'm too used
Honestly,
to
it's
Belgian
shit.
stuff on the half 10 show. I'm used to that, but no.
give yourself a shake, seriously, aye.
Things
red
that annoy
milk.
me, not really Christmas-wise.
Just in
Something that
general.
really bugs me is people that leave the volume on an odd number. That does man nothing, man. I can't see when I'm doing my man dash.
I wish you would never said that.
Aye, he's got it.
I sit there for about half an hour, like, you better change it. You better change it to an even
Aye.
number. That does my box right in that.
Just one last pet peeve I do have. I love the Christmas songs. But see when you get these silly, stupid people doing classic Christmas songs and they're just totally ruining them.
Aye.
That-
They've remade that
really
Band-Aid
don't like
song.
that.
Sorry, they've remade, it's like 40 year anniversary or something, and they've remade it.
I don't mind when they're having an attempt at doing it and they're doing it in all seriousness, but what I mean is when they're doing it and it's a classic Christmas song.
It's taking
but
the
they're
soul
doing
out
it
that
in a-
song.
Aye, they're just doing it, it's a silly version of it, it's a fun, silly version. I just don't like it.
I've not really. I probably need to think very hard, but
VAR.
no, VAR doesn't even annoy
VAR's
me.
a
no.
pet peeve.
VAR doesn't even annoy me.
Well, for some sort of team in
No,
this country.
well, that's, we all know what it stands for, don't we? Aye. No, I've got a couple of things that annoy me actually.
Corned beef.
See, no, I like that, so I'm not going to. I've just not ate it for a long time because it gives me heartburn. But
Oh yeah.
see, what have you done?
Snap.
Oh,
I'll
dear.
just take it
Oh, just take it off, Santa. You're fine. It's all right. We've all fly through anyway, mate. Don't worry. Aye. So, see anybody that in the house, right? You go and make a cup of tea.
I do want it.
No, you don't. No. You make a cup of tea, right?
It's a good one actually.
And then you leave about that much tea left in the tumbler, but you put the cup beside the sink instead of running it under the water. Then you want another cup of tea. You go and get another cup, instead of washing that one out, and
Oh, No,
Honest to God, and then see before you know it, there's like 6 or 7 cups lying round about the sink, and they're not even in the sink, they're lying at the side of the sink. And I keep saying, how are they going to get from there to there? They don't magically teleport. I know he's good at this time of the year for lots of things, but you talk about Santa, he's not even going to be able to sort that. So that does my nutting. And know what else does my nutting? Using every dish in the house to make dinner. Who does that? Honestly, God.
Kids,
Honest to God, man.
I've got a squad in the house, and trust me, you're doing well if they leave it at the bunker near the sink. I got a text message from up the stairs
Going to come
telling
get
me
my plate?
that they're finished.
Nah, man. I can't be having it. I wouldn't be having that, man, at all.
Seriously.
A text message.
A text message from up the stairs. Sometimes it's if they're feeling really nice, they'll send me the audio.
A voice note.
Dad, the air fryer's just pinged, Dad, will you put that out for me and I'll come down and get it?
Oh, brilliant, man.
That's frightening, isn't it?
Seriously?
Honestly, man. By the way, I've heard it on air, I'm telling you, but...
Oh, that's a daily occurrence.
No, there isn't, mate. See, to be fair, I'm probably nitpicking there. There's no much it does annoy me.
But
I
that
just
does
got on
annoy
it.
me. Obviously, I stay myself, so I've not got that issue. But see, when you've got a family, go make a cup of tea. Who wants it? They all want a cup of tea.
But you've asked it, if you've left that out there to
No, but
tender, then they're
if
all
you want
going
a cup
to
of
take
tea,
it.
go and make one yourself. Don't
No,
wait
because
somebody to ask.
everybody in the house
I wouldn't
has
walk
got
into
sense to
somebody
fear
else's
into the
house and make
kettle.
tea.
Aye.
But would you walk
Everybody
into
hears
some...
that clip.
Would you walk
I really
into...
wanna
I know,
know.
but would you walk into somebody else's house and then go and make tea yourself? Like, if you were a visitor in that house?
Unless it was family
Well, but if
or
you stay
maybe a close
if
friend.
for talking say we all staying in one house, right, and you want a cup of tea, but you didn't, but then as soon as I go up, I get me one and all.
Yeah,
Go
my
and do it
wife
yourself.
does it all the time. My wife does that all
And then they're like,
the
you want
time.
a biscuit? No, and then you put a tray out and they all tan the biscuits.
Have you ever had the kind of larger size, like...
We're all going to go home and pick fights with our wives
I
and
know.
our kids. And
Have you ever had
I'm
that
going to pick
kind of...
fights myself.
I'm quite happy compared to these. I just
You're
walk down the
Santa.
volume.
You're Santa.
Have you ever had any larger bars of Cadbury's like caramel? And you're sitting there tuning into a film, you go to break a bit and all you hear is, you're not going to eat all that, are you?
Oh. That was the plan, dear.
That was a fan.
That's how I bought you the mint Arrowhen, so I could have that, know what I mean? Honestly, but no, I'm only nitpicking. I'm actually only having a laugh. There's not really much. See, to be fair, I'm actually quite a laid, and especially in the house, I'm actually quite a laid back kind of guy because I try and like, you've got to try and set as best an example for your 2 young kids. You don't want to, because you don't want them thinking, my dad's a nightmare, man. He's a heathen up, all he does is moan and blah blah blah. So I've tried my best not to kind of do that.
Yeah.
I want to set targets myself in the house.
You need to stop using the gold wrappers and putting them in
I
and
need to
go to
stop
the
buying
toilet.
bleach for Liam Scales and clean my house up.
By the way, I thought that photo you sent in at the chat the other night, I thought he'd needed more bleach for that, man. He looked
Oh, I look
totally,
bloated, didn't
he
he?
looked
Darts.
absolutely
Aye,
at the darts. He looked bloated in that
on him.
photo, man.
Is that I'm
Aye,
guessing,
fair play to him.
I'm guessing that might be the night out doing, is that the Palace of London?
Aye, it's in
So I'm
London.
guessing some of the squad might have went out and some of them might have went to darts. Maybe.
Listen, they've deserved
Oh,
a bit of time off and a bit of downtime because they've done really well, as
This
we
is
said.
one of the kind of only midweeks that we'll go playing.
They were
so
given
this week,
time off till Wednesday, I think, weren't they?
You look at the last number of kind of midweeks we've had a game.
Yeah.
And then upcoming games, we have got a number of midweek games, so it's probably just a wee bit of kind of time to kind of settle down, enjoy yourself, kind of reboot and let the players kind of take advantage of their success.
Are there any stories of obviously with playing football, like dressing rooms, like dressing night suit or any funny stories?
I've got one, aye.
Which you can see on camera.
Yeah.
Aye, I've got one, aye.
Yeah, I probably a few I couldn't see on camera. So I used to manage a couple of amateur football teams,
I'll take one.
and yeah, a bunch of
Martin,
20
anybody?
plus. I'm okay now. 20 plus men on a night out. Let's just say by the end of the night, you maybe still had. If you're lucky, if you'd half a dozen still in the premises. that was how it went. You know, everybody just disappeared, and you couldn't account for anybody. Manic, absolute mayhem. But aye, but good fun as well. But aye, the lesson here is if you're going to manage an amateur football team, probably don't have night suit.
Don't ask the IP to come and play for you.
JP did, listen, let's just tell that. So this is unrelated to Christmas, but JP did come and make an appearance one time. He was a busy guy at the time, so wasn't playing a lot of football, and we were short this particular day, and it was in an area where he was staying at the time. So I sent out the SOS, and JP responded, and by the way, he did play well. There you go.
Thank you very much. hadn't, by the way, I hadn't played for about 2 years prior to it, by the way. So,
He held his own.
I done it right. We were up against not a bad side because they knocked the ball a bit well as well, but no, one of the best, excuse me, one of the best stories. I think I can tell this on camera. Back in the days at United, we were all going to Christmas, it was a Christmas do, look, similar to what we're doing now. So we've told one of the boys in the dressing room, his name's Craig, says, it's fancy dress. So the boys are all like that. Boys are all in it, right? Obviously I'm a captain, the boys are all in it. He's like, right, we're at it's fancy dress. What we dressing up as, JP? I says, well, we've decided we're all going to dress up as different Disney characters. So wee man's like, oh, what am I going to do, man? He's like, rings tomorrow. I was like, I know. So the game, we were training on the he didn't mean tomorrow, he meant the Saturday. We were training on the Thursday. And the game was on the Saturday. So we all went into the game, played the game on the Saturday, and then we were all going home to get changed to go one night out. Fine, so like, Craig, remember, fancy dress, don't forget, because he was always he had a memory like a sieve, and he was always dead forgetful. So me and the boys had all chipped in and says, right, I'm dressing up as Blue Bear out of Jungle Book, like your big era. Somebody else was going to be Prince Charming for Cinderella or whatever it was. And so the wee man, he says, I'm going to keep it as a surprise. So our night out was the Central Hotel in Glasgow. Mm-hmm. Right, we had a big hall booked out for big tables and that. And there was a guitar player and a singer and that, and it was a brilliant night, great night. So we're all standing in the hangme, waiting to get in for our meal. We're all like, it's getting to 7:15, 7:30, Craig's not here. Dinner's at 8. We're all, what is he, man? Way back in the day, you didn't have mobile phones, so it was all landline stuff. So one of the boys tried to phone his house, but there was no answer, and obviously he was on his way in by this point, we didn't know. Next minute, one of the members of staff came up and says, I think one of your players is at the foyer of the hotel. So the manager, he's went away and he's come back in and he's went like, what have you done to him? What have you said to him? I went, how, what is it? Like, came here and we've all went to this door, I swear to God, man, these double doors have opened up automatically. Next minute, there's Craig, man, stunning, nothing on apart from a pair of brown shorts
Mowgli.
And brown body paint all over him, man. Who you meant to be Mowgli for a Jungle Book? I swear to God, man, we were, honestly, I just fell about laughing, man. I totally collapsed in a heap in the middle of the hotel.
That's brilliant.
Honestly, and see when he seen all us dressed normal, man, he started seeing his face, man. He was...
It's stuff like that when it happened.
No.
It's totally...
He went away home, by the way, and get changed, and he made it back. He missed a bit of the meal.
We were playing amateur football with Denison. My dad, I don't know, he was there. He was one of the coach at the time. We were in the Nakadar, and I think I told you this the other day, on the Nakadar in Duke Street, the Indian. Just got left our games and that. So we had a night out in there, and one of the boys went to the toilet, and we were going out after this, right? So they've all put Pecora and Chit and Chaz, all these pockets and that, right? So we've all been out. But all went to Savoy, right? We're on the queue of Savoy, and he's getting shirts with the bounce on his like that. Chit Pecora and that in his pockets.
Something for everybody.
He's like, get up!
Brought his up a buffet.
Garlic nans in his pockets and all that, man.
So some good day.
There was one time in Kenya, we went safari.
Kicked the giraffe to death.
We kicked it.
Three monkeys come on, snapped the aerial,
Ran
away with it.
Ran away to the west.
Had to be there, what a laugh that was.
Some laugh.
That's the thing about like football teams, that's one. It's one of the I miss about playing. It's the banter side of it and the nights out, the social aspect of it. And I think there's professional football now, there's a thing where players can't go out or players can't drink, they can't have a good time. Well, you don't need to go out and drink, you can still go out, but as soon as a player's seen going out, it's like, why you out? You're meant to be, I think we've got to, fans need to understand that players are allowed to blow out once every few weeks, once every few months, they're allowed, when they can, when it's 48 hours, 72 before a game, they're allowed to go on, just they're human beings like us. Yeah. So they're allowed to walk about the street feeling morning drunk if they want. They're still, as much as we all work hard, we've all got families and kids, well, I'm not kids, but we've all got things in life where you need to be disciplined in, but they're doing that for, they get told where to be, what to do, what to wear, need to do this, so they're out
Yeah,
there, and
100%.
this is a perfect time where, I know some managers, if they lose before the party or after the party, whatever, they go, nah, they're not getting night out, you've not won the game, let them enjoy themselves. Sure, I get the reason behind no going, but that's then going to rebel them. I get, well, you know, let's enjoy ourselves. How we men need to, there's a team spirit and regroup, and I think you should be allowed to go and enjoy yourself.
Well, see, on that though, I mean, that's where a manager, that's their job, isn't it? Their job is to manage. So they need to manage the downtimes, they need to manage what time off they give them, you know, they need to manage their moods at times, they need to manage their form. Like, we look at a game of football and we think about the starting 11, we maybe consider the subs. But the reality is, Brendan Rodgers or any other manager, they've got a lot of other stuff that they need to constantly think about and plan about. And there's not a lot of room for error in modern day football. I mean, there's certainly no room for error at Celtic. So, you know, Brendan, the job he's doing and managing everything the way he does it and keeping a happy squad, because we've got a big squad. But that's the job.
Do you think he's been able to do that though, boys, in terms of keep the squad all happy? Because I think he's been managing them brilliantly.
Yeah, I think so. I think the fact now is that most of those players, if not all of them, know they're going to play a part every week. You know, whether that's starting the game or Scales is probably the best example. And by the way, we should say as well, what a fantastic attitude that boy's got. What a tremendous attitude, because
You know more
he
than most,
started
don't
the
you?
season so well. You know, he was a mainstay last year, started this season, Champions League man of the match performance, and then was took out the team for trust, eh? Not because he was playing poorly.
No,
or
he
anything,
hasn't done much
Scales.
wrong, no.
But look at him in that cup final. He's ready to come on at half time. You know, he's not got a petted lip. You know, it didn't show. It hasn't showed any signs of not being happy. The games I've been at, and when he's been warming up with intention of coming on. He's ready to play. So it's just great. And I think if you were a squad player in that Celtic squad, you would pretty much be happy, because you know you're going to play a lot of minutes each week, if not starting every week. But you know you're going to be rotated in and out. You know you're going to come off the bench, and you're part of a winning team. So how could you really complain?
Yeah. And obviously Baz touches on the McCown quote there about sitting when he done his presser. You can't sit here with a petty lip. You've got to be working hard. You've got to be doing your bit and being a good. If you're not even playing the games, you've still got to be a good teammate and be there. I mean, Luke McCown was at the side. Obviously, he was cup tied for the game at the weekend, but he was still there, and obviously in person and being a presence. But do you think that's important as well, mate? And obviously, are you happy with the way Brendan's managed to keep them? He's more or less keep them all happy, isn't he?
Well, you're being honest, you look at it's an institute, it's a massive worldwide club, and we're all jealous of these players. Even if they're not playing kind of week in, week out, they're being a part of that, day in, day out, they're at Lennoxtown or at Celtic Park, and that's all the things that we can dream of. So for me, it'd be an absolutely fantastic thing to be able to kind of be a part of Celtic, even if that's not kind of playing week in, week out. And Brendan seems to be managing the squad, majority of the squad, pretty well just now. I know we've had kind of a couple of wee minor, maybe, I don't know if it's outbursts, but we've had a few social media comments where we're Honduran friend Mr. Palmer. He seems to be kind of frozen out. I know he was on the bench at the weekend there, but he's not getting as much game time. I think we could maybe see him moving on.
Anyway, he was right at the front of all the celebrations as well. He was right at the front of the team photo and the dressing room when they got the cup and stuff. He was right at the front.
It's always like that. His face on it like that as well. So, but the majority of the team, it looks like a very friendly, good atmosphere that they've got within the dressing room and within the club. So
You've got your own personalised stuff. Look at his jumper. You know that.
I know.
I was going to ask,
I've got a trademark yet.
did you play football?
Not to a great level. I played to a school.
The only reason I'm asking is, what position did you play?
Right back.
Right back, right. No, I was just
That's
keeping
why I
notes.
love
I know those two played, and I know where they played.
That's why I loves Anthony Ralston. He's his role model.
I was alright, obviously.
Do you
He
appreciate
looks up to
Tony
Tony,
Ralston?
Tony.
No as much, no. No comment with that. I don't want. We're having a lovely kind of festive day here.
Paul Telfer was your favourite though, wasn't he?
Paul Telfer, no. It's Don't You Wish Your Right Back was
Chaduri.
So, aye, no. It seems we've got a great environment for the kind of the players and the team to flourish at the minute, and I think obviously Brendan's got a massive part to do with how that's been organised. I think there might be a few outgoings come the January window. I'm sure we'll get into that as a podcast. And I think there'll be a few players that will bring in to kind of strengthen the squad as well. So yeah, it'll be exciting to see in January how well Brendan goes with regards to what players he wants to bring in and who he sees as kind of doesn't want at the club and doesn't see a place at Celtic for. So it'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah, Ryan, obviously the lads touching on the management of the squad, and I've said to you plenty of times, mate, that I think Brendan's the super fit for it, because he's been tremendous. I mean, you look at his best spells at the club, and it is a winning formula, and but the club's already had, and it's been synonymous with winning, even before Brendan came to us, you know, in terms of trophy haul, and I mean, go back to Mark O'Neill. In my opinion, Mark O'Neill was a pioneer of a change in Glasgow that made Celtic the most dominant force. I mean, obviously before Mark O'Neill and we had Dr Joe Venglos and guys of that kind of, Wim Jansen stops at 10 in a row, but prior to that, I mean,
Mark
obviously
O'Neill's time he started spending relatively the same money as what the club across the water. I think that's probably
in saying that though, we didn't know, obviously at the time Govan was a tax haven. You know, we obviously didn't know that.
See the Martin O'Neill thing, because most Celtic fans trace this success back to what Martin O'Neill done, and I loved Martin O'Neill, but it's the people that went and got Martin O'Neill as well. So you know, I'm always a supporter on this podcast of the Celtic board and the hierarchy and how the club's run. So you go back to then, the club identified Martin O'Neill, and then as Alan said, they more than backed him.
Yeah.
And they had Henrik Larsson.
Yeah, that no.
They had the great equaliser, didn't they?
But he also did have Tom Boyd at the start as well, so but obviously you're Tom, you know. Libbo, aye, had Tom as well. He'd Mark Viduka at the start as well. He tried to keep Big Mark.
Tried everything to keep him.
Sutton
would never have been at Celtic.
Sutton when he came to Celtic if Mark Viduka would have stayed.
This just shows you about
Sliding doors moments.
I was spoken about it in life. There could be some times where that doesn't happen for that reason. So if Mark Viduka stayed, we may have not had Hearts with Sutton and Larsson.
Well, we definitely wouldn't have had Sutton. I've heard Martin O'Neill saying that. He wouldn't have signed Sutton if Viduka was
No.
stayed. But here, really quick question, right? I know Sutton went on to be really successful with Celtic, and it's hard to kind of say now, but Viduka or Sutton?
Viduka.
Viduka for me.
He was a better player.
Absolute class act.
He's a coffee guy, he's a coffee
He
shop
runs a
owner.
coffee shop in Croatia.
I can see him doing that.
See, I'm only 31, like, so
I thought it was
I'm
Australia.
still a wee young pup compared to you three, right? But so I seen where
Viduka was phenomenal.
I seen a wee
Viduka
tiny
was
bit of
dynamite.
Viduka, but my full kind of Celtic, being a Celtic fan, I roughly started knowing about football roughly was, well, I was what, 93, so O'Neill's era.
I actually think the best thing that happened to Viduka was Larsson breaking his leg, because he came into his own then and then got that
O'Neill's
move.
era, I'm about 7 or 8 year old. That's when I roughly started to really football, so that's what I can remember, really. So Viduka, I can remember him slightly, but
Scored against us with Croatia Zagreb. They're new Dynamo Zagreb, obviously. So was
in
that.
terms of
Scored
what you're
against us.
saying there about obviously the Brendan manager team, listen, I've been a sub myself, I've been known as squad sometimes.
Finisher.
I've been sometimes.
Larry Bannon was here and he got out of trouble for that.
Aye, the finisher. I've been a finisher. Aye.
We'll call it subs now.
Sometimes I have obviously nobody in the squad. Sometimes, and sometimes listen, it gets you done. You turn up training all week, knowing that you're not playing a Saturday, and listen, anybody who says that you're happy for your team, you're happy, but see inside you like that, get an injury, don't score the day. Oh, he's missed that chance, right? I'm going to get back. Listen, it's natural.
Yeah.
You don't want your teammates to get injured or miss a chance, but part of you, if he gets injured or he misses that chance or he doesn't play well, right, I might get in. So it's you can't tell me that Palmer and Yang, listen, they'll be happy for the team. but
Yeah.
there's nobody sitting there buzzing, no playing.
No.
They'll be part of it, but
They don't really feel part of it either.
I'll tell you a story, right? I don't think I've ever told this, my dad and that, right? We were playing a final and we won, I think we won 2-1, right? Lost 2-0. Now, I played the full game, but I didn't score. Wasn't happy.
Aye,
I was
I
beating,
understand.
and all the boys are like, "Aye, mate," I was like, because I was happy
played the
we
full
won.
game?
Aye, but
I'd have up to half, man, if
because
you
I
only
didn't score, I was like, I've no put towards that game. But obviously, you look back, I was buzzing, I was away drunk that night, I was happy, but just after the game, I was like,
Hold on a minute, you never scored and you would have been celebrated.
but I did, because I didn't score, but it's my job as a striker to score, so it must be really hard, especially, I know you're getting paid all that money, but seeing not to play football, you're turning up in training,
Aye.
you're not playing, knowing you're, like, even guys like Narowski, they're on the bench in the European games, but are they going to get on?
See Narowski though, Narowski, Palma, I would put them aside as exceptions. I think more like say Bernardo and Engels are kind of coming in and out. Kyogo and Ida are kind of swapping over. Forrest is
That's good.
getting
It's
quite
good.
a bit of
That's
football.
good management for the manager.
McCowan, so you know Valle, Taylor, and then Scales, Trusty. So I think he's managing that side of it pretty perfectly.
Aye, there is some outcasts sort of.
That's right, yeah.
But
I
yeah,
think that's important, but
They're very involved, aye.
it's important, I think, that you manage it, because
Even Young's coming in as well.
it's important you manage it, because I think, I don't know if it was Neil, I can't remember who it was, I watched a podcast the other day and they were talking about Neil Lennon. Like, even though we weren't playing with Neil Lennon, he still made you feel like 10 feet tall. Listen, it's fine, like, your team talks like that, he still, even though
Probably hate him as well, it helps, innit? Because there's no many people.
See now though, managers, especially at a big club like Celtic, managers can give players that assurance now, because they're not just saying that in the hope that you'll play a part. I mean, it's true that you're going to play a part most weeks, so it's been backed up by the amount of game time you're getting. But it is a Christmas pod, so I do have a Christmassy question.
Here we go.
What is
We're just
your
about to finish, I know, so aye, we'll put this
favourite Christmas song?
in. Oh, you went first earlier, didn't you? Tell us it's
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Aye, Snow is Falling, the one with Shaking Stevens. Aye.
That's
favourite
shaky.
Christmas song. Right, put me a spot here.
Oh, it's a few.
I've got.
Folks are off. That's what I'm trying to hear about. Oh, sorry.
Don't.
I can't be.
Right, I'll just give mine right away. The Fairy Tale of New York, the greatest Christmas song of all time. I won't have any arguments against it. It's the GOAT.
Favourite Christmas song?
Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo.
Aye, is that one or not?
Hanky, the Christmas poo.
Christmas song. I'm going to a spot here.
You just love them all, right?
See the things they play instruments
We'll be,
and then they'll
we'll be doing a New Year episode by the time you get an answer for us.
I'd probably say it's always played, so it's always the one that sticks in mind. It's probably I can't remember the name of the song, but the Mariah Carey one. It's always everywhere. And
All I Want for Christmas
Is
is
it
You.
just sticks in your mind. No, I've
And
no,
who is the All You Want for Christmas? Who
yeah,
is
I've got me. I've got me in my empty tinfoil wrappers in the roses tin.
By the way, his name of roses in the tin, it's just all empty wrappers that's sitting in
No,
his
but I
tin.
think that's I think there's certain songs.
Every time he walks in the door, he goes into a fit of
There's
rage.
certain songs at Christmas time. There's, like you says, the classics. There's the odd ones that pop up, but when they try and change them, you're like, I don't like that man anymore.
Do you know what
The
one I
classics are
like?
the
It's not my favourite. I need to pick it up. My favourite was the Fairy Tale, but I can't sit here and be the same, can I? So I like the Pretenders, 2000
I love
Miles.
that one too.
Love
I
that.
do. Love it.
It's a brilliant song.
Love it. Yep.
Don't know how to talk at one time, innit? No, I mean, I'll just.
Well, favourite Christmas
love
movie?
that,
What's your favourite Christmas
Oh,
movie?
it's go to the Home Alone
Home
for me.
Alone, innit?
You are allowed to say Die Hard, by the way.
I'd say Elf.
By the
Yeah,
way,
well.
right, this is the thing. For
Santa,
you
I
guys,
know
right?
him.
Aye. For you guys tuning in, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Let us know in the comments. Is it a Christmas movie, the first Die Hard?
Yes.
Yes.
Because the second one's at Christmas time as well, isn't it? In the airport.
Aye.
I'll tell you what else is a Christmas movie. Liar, Liar.
Really?
Seen it? Jim Carrey? Aye, it's set around Christmas time and aye. It's a lot of Christmassy kind of themes to it and
What, in a courtroom?
there's Christmas trees in it, there's, you know.
Scrooge is good as well with Bill
Scrooge.
Murray.
Aye.
The Grinch.
Aye, that's alright, I know. The Grinch, that's a good. By the way, he's doing another one of them. He started filming The Grinch too. That'll be it next year, they've said.
Have you seen Jingle All the Way?
I'll be Big Arnie. Aye, he goes and looks for the
Turbo Man.
Turbo Man and he becomes Turbo Man in the film.
I
Brilliant.
like that.
But let us know your favourite Christmas movie and your favourite Christmas song, folks. and let us know what you think in the comments. Honestly, I think a lot of songs at this time of the year just cheer you right up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember the first day in Clyde One, listening to Clyde One, I was driving, my son in the car, and they had opened, that was them opening up to start playing Christmas songs, and it was right at the very last, I think it was the very first Monday of December, and they started playing the Christmas music live on the tranny. That was the first time I'd heard anything on the radio. But no, I think all the Christmas music, there is a couple of ones that you go, oh, wake me up when this is done, you know what I mean? The one with, it's a brilliant song. It's a brilliant song, the one with, David Bowie and,
Oh,
Mary's boy.
who is that with him? Is it Bing Crosby?
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby. Aye, that one.
Mary's boiled child, Jesus
So I'm surprised you
Christ.
never picked the one with Justin Hawkins, The Darkness.
Oh, I quite like that one.
Is that not that's the noise he does when he sees the foil wrappers and his roses done. But no, folks, most importantly, we want to wish yous all a Merry Christmas.
Yep.
For you and your family, whatever yous are up to, we hope yous have a great time. And like we said earlier, we hope yous enjoy the football, as we're certainly looking forward to it as well. But most importantly, please enjoy your family's company and enjoy what's most important in the world. Because the world right now is just full of negativity, and everywhere you look. And it's a time of the year for me, lads, to be the utmost positive I think anybody can be, and be with their families.
Until Monday when United beat us.
Don't say that.
Sunday it is, it's not Monday, Sunday.
Aye, the Ireland show on Monday, we'll go, oh no!
The Ireland show, aye.
Taylor Scales, hang on, no, here we go.
And by the way, did you know, before we go, did you know that this is the first time Brendan Rodgers is about to face Dundee United as a manager?
It's a strange one, isn't it?
Ah.
I
Yeah.
heard that. It's a
Because
strange
they
one.
weren't in the league the last time when he was here. Here's a wee trivia question for you to hold
know
on to
that,
and
either.
ask some of your fellow Celtic men. But, guys, I want to say a massive thanks for
Thanks,
coming
everybody.
along and joining with us.
Enjoyed it.
Cheers for
Making
putting on
the
your
effort.
shirt again early doors. Bit premature, but sure all the boys and get. We'll get you another one, don't worry.
Santa.
Mrs. Claus will nick you one.
What's your trophy?
I know.
Boo!
What I was going to say to you was, and I'd be talking rubbish because I was going to say they don't hand out trophies in December, but today because we just lifted one there on
I just
Sunday.
lifted one, aye.
But yes, and when the time comes, obviously Happy New Year to you all as well,
Yep, Happy New Year.
and all the best for
Christmas.
2025
Merry
coming. But take care, folks. Hail, hail, and we'll see you all again.
Hail, hail.
Bye bye.